Before we get started with today's media opportunity, I wanted to make a brief comment on this morning's Yahoo Sports story. Each of you have been provided a statement from Dr. Capilouto, Mitch Barnhart, and Coach Calipari. We do not have any additional information to share with you at this time. And once we do have additional information to share, we will communicate that when appropriate. Coach Calipari is here today to talk about tomorrow's game with Missouri. And if you don't have any questions about that, we can let him go to practice. But once again, we don't have any additional information other than what we provided to you earlier in the statement, and we'll make Coach Calipari available for you now.
Do you have any questions for him first? All right.
Sorry.
Yes.
Cal, is there anything you can say about this sort of your reaction to hearing this? When did you
I know
find out?
nothing more than you guys know, and that's why there's no reason for me to speak on it. You guys know what I know.
Is
So
there any concern about eligibility, about the players you might use or not use?
Like I said, we have no additional information other than what we shared. And if we have anything more, we will make sure we communicate that to you.
Cal, without saying what you can't say, hang on, just give me
Go
a second.
ahead. Run me down. Go ahead.
Without saying what you can't say, just emotionally speaking, you have to be disappointed with this crap coming out.
I mean, yeah, for all of basketball, this stuff, yeah. But, you know, again, the statement I made is, for me, where we stand on this and how I feel about it.
Kevin, have you had a chance to talk to Kevin about this?
No.
Okay, any questions about the game tomorrow in Missouri? Will Kevin play tomorrow?
At this point, I believe so. I mean, if there's something that I don't know.
Like I said, once again, there's nothing additional to what you already know.
In
Is
terms
this
of
a
the
distraction
distractions,
for your team?
I don't even know. I haven't met with them yet, so I don't know.
when you see this kind of attention?
Any Missouri questions?
Porter playing?
Who?
Porter?
I have no idea. You know what I know.
You're in trouble.
What do you think of the revenge factor, Cal? They beat you guys. You guys didn't play as well as you'd like.
Yeah, but they got a good team. They shoot the ball well. They got good size. They lost a couple games that they could have won. They had Mississippi up 7 with a minute and a half to go, 2 minutes, and lost the game. So they're one of those teams in that pack of teams that we're all, pretty much the same. So we got to play the way we've been playing to give ourselves a chance.
When you look at the final 3 games, do you feel like your team is trending in the right direction?
We are. We're getting better. But it's all game to game with a young group like this. It's all game to game.
Did you envision things kind of coming together right about this time? I mean, really starting to fall into place?
I was hoping earlier, but you start worried about later. That, I think the 14 team didn't come until the very last couple days of the season. As a matter of fact, I think we lost our last road game. And so, we hit the tournament and got better. This is, we're doing some good stuff, but we just got to keep getting better. Guys got to fall into those roles and then be good at what we need them to be good at collectively.
Are you going to address any of the stuff that came out with your team today?
I don't know. I haven't walked in there yet. I haven't thought about it.
Yeah, when we talk about roles, what are you kind of looking for Plum to do right now?
I want him to just make really easy plays to get himself going, worry about defense, worry about running the stuff we're trying to run, lose yourself in the team. And he played well yesterday. I just told him, I said it again, we need you to be a player for us to do what we're trying to do.
Is there an advantage to a team blossoming as late as this team might be blossoming?
Well, it's better than not blossoming, I can tell you that. I mean, and again, we're not all the way there. We're still a work in progress, but we're getting better.
John, what if he's functioning at full capacity, how can he help the team?
One, athletically, he can make plays that normal guys can't make. He can score baskets on people because of his athleticism. And we're trying to get him to shoot pull-up jumpers, shoot free throw line jumpers. That's a good play for him. And then the biggest thing for him right now is sell in defensively. No reason he shouldn't be a great defender.
John, are you a big believer in basketball IQ? And if so, how would you assess the basketball IQ of this team, and how's it progressed?
I don't think the issues have been basketball IQ. I think the issue has been they didn't realize until 2 weeks ago how bad they needed each other. The second thing is they're still trying to figure out who they are. Then we add Jared midseason. I mean, that all comes together, and we look like confused at times on the court, which would make you to believe, like, man, their IQ. It's not. They got a good basketball IQ. They have a good feel for the game. But, again, you know, we've had to make adjustments. I've had to really set into rules of how we're playing, roles for guys, but they've gotten better.
When did that come together, Cal, that the coaches knew these are the roles for each of these guys?
Well, it's when we started looking at Jared and say, okay, this is how Jared's going to play, and these are the guys that should be making plays, and these are the guys that we need this from you. And it kind of, you know, you would hope you'd have that earlier, but it took us time.
Could Jared play 30 minutes?
I don't know yet. I don't know.
You say Green and Jared have brought this team together in terms of
Who has?
Jared and Green to make the turn in the conference.
I think the two guys that are playing well together are Jared and PJ. They're playing well off of one another. They kind of got a good feel for each other when they're out in that court together. But no, you know, Quad A's playing better. Shea's doing what he does. You know, Kevin Knox is way better. Nick and Sasha are doing good. We need Wenyan to step it up a little bit. He was a little bit better a week or two ago. He's got to come back to being where he was.
Because of the compatibility with Jared and PJ going to continue to come off the bench?
Maybe. We'll have to see. I just got done working out, guys. That's why I'm sweating.
John, how much do you guys, the coaches, watch? I know you watch the game, but trying to determine playing the hot hand, and maybe how much fluidity is there in the roles in a particular game?
Well, the guys that are playing best are going to play, especially when you got a young team this young, which means there are certain games a guy he's not ready to go, so then he won't play as much. But we've been doing that here and having guys perform their roles. It's been real. Now it's easier to know if a guy's playing well. It's not about a made shot, a missed shot. It's, are you doing what the team needs you to do? Last question. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.